Hey guys, Monday morning here at the shop. We're going to spend a little bit of time on the Barracuda today. Poor old Barry's drawn the short straw and he's getting to, once he puts that camera down, he's getting to strip this all back to bare metal in the engine bay. Which is not a lot of fun with all the busy little complex shapes. Kev's promised to help, but you know, all he's got is a beak, so anyway. So yeah, we're going to do some slow-mo or sped up, it's not really slow-mo, but sped up footage for you, just as Barry goes through with it, and you can keep an eye on the process. We'll throw any little handy hints in there if we got them, and keep watching. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, 5 hours later, we're kind of getting there, or Barry's getting there. We couldn't speed it up that fast, so we've just dropped a chunk of it out there for you, and we've skipped through to here. Barry's going to take over and show you what he's been using to try and make the job as easy as it could be. Go for it, man.
Well, all right, I'll show you a little bit about how we get stripping done around here. Nobody else wanted to do it, and since I'm usually the guy behind the camera, now I'm the guy doing the dirty work. But this is how you get it done. I use a lot of these little stripping discs here on the electric grinder. They work really well. They don't take the metal away. It'll take layers of paint off, and you're not going to be throwing sparks around and damaging your good car, what's not rusted. And then I step up to this big boy. And it doesn't really take the paint off so well, but it'll really clean the pitting and the rust. It gets in the pitting and it just turns it into dust, and it leaves what's good still there without taking away a lot. Because again, if you're throwing sparks, you're taking away good material. For the littler areas...
What about this little one here, Barry?
Yeah, for the littler areas, I use these, and they'll get up in little corners, little tight spots. It's the same material as this disc. It's just a smaller version of it on a smaller tool. Very useful. Again, this material doesn't really grind metal away or throw sparks. So we've got it down to this point where it's shiny steel and the rusty bits look black because we've gotten all that dust and debris out of there. So we're happy with it now, and we're gonna try to protect it. And what we're gonna do to protect it is we're gonna use this Eastwood rust converter. And it says right on the front that it makes a paintable surface. Now I've read the instructions on it. It's kind of a newer product to us, but it says to lay down 2 coats out of a paint gun. So I'm gonna get to doing that, and we'll...
So is that something you'd wanna use your $600 paint gun on, Barry?
I don't know. I'm going to use a $30 paint gun.
seems a smart move, yeah.
From the cheap store, and I'm going to keep my Iwata guns locked in the box. So yeah, we'll get this on here, and we'll let y'all have a look at how it turns out.
All right, we'll be back in a second. So as you can see, it goes on sort of a white, almost bluish white colour. and will dry black. But it does convert the rust. The little bits we're not been able to get off. You put a coat of that on, leave it 20 minutes, put a second coat on, and you're good to go. You can put some primer on there and start to make it look all shiny and new again. Right, so Barry's done his thing. It's all turning nice and black now, like it's meant to. That'll be ready for paint in about 48 hours. We get some primer on there, we can pretty up the bits that are a little bit lumpy. Just make it a nice, presentable engine bay, something that's worthy of that big old 512 big block that's going in there. So watch this space. See you guys.